Good Thursday, March 18th. Today, you do not have a Zoom meeting with me. You will go onto Canvas and complete your work on your own. You can either go through the dashboard or through the calendar. I'm going to go through the dashboard, click on Biology, go to Current Lessons, go down to the week 11, March 16th through 19th, where the little gummy bear is. Then you're going to go to Thursday's assignment, which says there's no Zoom meeting today. Multiple allele and codominance is what we're working on today. If you go here again, it's saying no Zoom meeting. It says it again there. I've also emailed you to let you know there's no Zoom meeting. The first thing you're going to do is read an article about hemophilia. There is no assignment to turn in. The second thing here is a copy of the PowerPoint, which has all the slides that we've been talking about on it and a few more. Here is what we're talking about today as multiple alleles. So it's whenever you have more than 2 alleles present for a trait. So for example, blood typing. Blood typing, when you go to have your blood typed to find out what type you have, the phenotype is what they tell you. They're telling you you have O blood, you have A blood, you have B blood, you have AB blood. Those are the types of blood that you'll be identified as having. If we want to know your genotype, we would have to do an analysis to find out what those alleles look like. So the reason why blood typing is multiple allele is because A is dominant, B is dominant, and together they are codominant. Because A and B are not willing to give up their dominance, they share it together. They don't change who they are. They're present in the organism as they are. Remember, in incomplete, we had red flowers, white flowers making pink flowers. This is not incomplete. This is not dominant recessive. AB is not. So you have to keep in mind this is codominant. Now, we do talk about dominant to recessive because B is dominant over O and A is dominant over O. These are dominant alleles and this is recessive. This goes back to Mendel's rules where O is going to be a lowercase letter and A a capital letter and B a capital letter. So we'll practice this so it'll make more sense. Usually people use the letters here. I will use this in the practice so that you can see what they look like as well. But most of the time you're going to see this present when people ask you to solve problems about blood typing. But remember, you have 2 alleles present whenever you have the problem, so let's look at that. Here's the problem here, the problems that we're going to do. Let's give it a second to come open, and then I'm going to screenshot it and we'll work through all the problems together. I'm going to open in Cami so I can get the full page at the same time. Go, let's see here. Taking a second. So let's there we go. Okay, so here's our screenshot. Now we're going to work on this together. We'll go through all the answers. And blood typing, the genes for type A and the genes for type B are codominant, meaning if they're together, like they show up right here, then they will, right there, that's codominant. Remember, I told you that this is a dominant allele and this is a dominant allele. The O is the recessive allele. Okay, so when we look at this, on the first one, okay, I didn't finish reading. O-type blood is recessive, we know that. AB is dominant. Using the Punnett square, determine the possible blood types of the offspring when in the problems. So father is type O, mother is type O. Remember I said O is recessive, so we will put the parents on